with my aircraft, and figured I'd take the opportunity of being in a warm space to give a bit of information on my plane. I realize I've done a lot of videos with it, but I've never really explained the type of aircraft and what it is exactly. So I'll be doing a quick walk around and explaining the different features of my aircraft. Give you a bit of a look inside the airplane. I have this is the front. We'll go front to back. So starting on the floor, I have carbon fiber floors. Makes for lightweight, very durable. My flap lever is here. I have my hydraulic ski lever here with the hydraulic lines going into the floor. And working our way up to the panel, I have a carbon fiber finish panel with a Dynon C-GVUQ EFIS and Dynon avionics, as well as the Dynon autopilot system. All this is just right here. So, and I also use my iPad with ForeFlight that I keep on the mount there. So very simple, very straightforward, and not very complicated dash. I really like it. Move our way back. Or actually here you can see very nice finished leather seats as well. And that extra, you know, because it's a super Bushmaster, it has 4 inches wider. It makes a huge difference for the comfort, sitting 2 people side by side very comfortably. In the back we can see there's a lot of room, and this where this bar is where the back seat ties into. And I'll show you from back here that the back seat is a cloth seat that wraps from here and goes down to another rod that goes from here to here. So we have the back seat here that's easily put in and out. It takes about a minute, and the seat belts tie onto these here. Great for family, you know, for kids. They sit in the back, very comfortable for short rides. We don't go too far when we're as a family, so it's perfect for that. And cargo space here, there's a lot of cargo space. I'm able to fit 6 bins, you know, for if I have to bring back caribou meat or fish. So it gives me a lot of room. And the cargo door is also massive. I can fit a 45-gallon drum through this door if I have to. So also, if I remove the front seat and I go all the way back here, which is where I, by the way, keep my emergency kit and sleeping bag and all that, the lighter stuff back there. If I remove that front seat and I open this up, I can fit 12-foot 2x4s in this aircraft. So it gives me, or even plywood. You know, if I were to cut sheets of plywood in half. Lengthwise, I can probably fit a few sheets in here as well if I ever had to. I also have access to the back cargo through here as well. Work our way outside. These are BBI wings. It's a BBI kit altogether, but these are very, very solid wings made by BBI Aviation. Customer service at BBI is not the greatest, but their finished product is really good. You see the top of the wing. Installed VGs, which made a huge difference for my performance. I gained about I'd say 2-3 knots on the stall, so I really don't regret doing that. This here is the engine. I have a Lycoming 0540, 260 horsepower, and what's really important for me living in northern Quebec is that we don't have access to 100 low lead avgas, so we use most of the time MoGas. We have Supreme gas here, and that's what we use. And this engine can burn MoGas, and it works very, very well. The skis that I have are Keller skis, 4200 hydraulic skis. I completely refurbished them when I received them, so they're like new now. And my shocks under these fairings that were just installed last night are Monster TK1 shocks. Very good. They absorb a lot of the shock when you're landing, rough landings, especially in the summertime when I'm on Tundra tires. I have 31-inch Tundra tires that I use and go exploring with. They're really good for rough terrain. The propeller is a Whirlwind propeller, 3-bladed prop, ground adjustable. I can adjust this for depending if I want speed or performance, and I kind of like to keep it in the hybrid between the two. So I get about 104 to 107 knots depending on what setup I have. If I'm on Tundra tires, it's a bit slower, but with this setup, small wheels and skis, I can reach about 107 knots cruise speed at 2400 RPM. See, there's not that much room in here because it's a big engine, but there's still, it's clean, you know, it's a nice clean setup, well organized. Brand new engine's nice big battery. The battery is the Extreme Odyssey Extreme. It's good for cold conditions, and I haven't had any problems with it yet. The autopilot servo here. The other one is under the front seat. Fuel selector. Dual controls is nice. We have a lot of pilots in our family and friends, you know, it's nice, it's fun for them to be able to take the controls a bit and feel what it's like to fly a plane, so I really like that feature. Sitting side by side like that is very nice. Moving to the back here, I installed this speed tape to protect the leading edge from rocks, and you can see there's VGs under there as well. It came with the kit. I have the T3X shock, the tail wheel suspension, and in the summertime I use the baby bush wheel, but in the wintertime I use the regular wheel with my ski. That's the other way around right now because we pushed the plane back, but it's a very good setup. I noticed a big difference. The angle of the ski on the bracket here on the swivel, because with this shock it's much higher, it gave a better angle and it really improved my steering capability on the ground. There's not as much weight of the plane leaning right on the center of this, it's more leaning back, so it gives a lot more control. I also installed gap seals. I did notice a nice difference at low speeds. I'm able to get a bit more control of the elevator, and instead of the plane, really what I notice is that instead of the plane just dropping to the ground when I'm approaching the stall speed, basically stalling to the ground, I have that control to be able to flare it to the ground at the exact same speed. So I can usually touch down around 40 knots, 42 depending on the conditions, but with a second notch of flaps. I have 3 notches, so quite a bit of, you know, travel here with my flaps. They're not that long. They have longer models now that go extend out a bit further on the wing, but this is sufficient. It's what I need. It's what I don't need any more than that right now. I also have 4 fuel tanks. So there's the main tank and I have the aux tank on each side. I can carry 80 gallons of fuel and I burn approximately 13 gallons an hour. So I have an endurance of approximately 6 hours total if I'm full fuel. It gives me the capability of doing very long flights, ferry flights if I have to go bring the plane south for whatever reason. It gives me that extra fuel that I need, and it's good for unforeseen conditions, you know, weather or whatnot. I have that safety, and it's a feature that I really like. So there you have it. It's the Golf Victor Uniform Quebec Super Bushmaster. Beautiful aircraft. I hope you enjoyed the video, and keep watching, subscribe to see more content of this beautiful aircraft in the air.